What it do, YouTube? What's up? I'm back with another one. It's been a little while. I miss y'all. Where y'all been? How y'all been? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about why I could never see myself living in Thailand forever. First of all, I wanted to say I love Thailand. I love the people. Shout out to my Thai subscribers. Shout out to all the people who show me love every time I'm in Thailand, whether it's the locals, whether it's the foreigners. I always have a good time in Thailand, and it's a cool place to visit. Short term, maybe medium term. But when it comes to the long term, I don't know, it's just not the way for me. So in this video, we're going to be discussing that. The first reason why I say that it may not be for me is because the fact that you cannot own the property that you are on. So here in the States, I may personally never own property. I'm going to be straightforward with you. But I would at least like to have that option if I do elect to buy some property. I think there's a lot of benefits to renting, but that's a whole nother conversation. But in today's video, we're sticking to the topic, right? So when it comes to buying properties, in the United States, you can buy a property. In Thailand, from what I've read and what's been explained to me by other foreigners, is you cannot physically own the land. You cannot own the property as a foreigner. You can buy rooms in a high-rise, and that's why you may see a lot of foreigners in the high-rises. Because as a foreigner, from what's been explained to me, you can own like a room or two, etc. in there, but you can't own land. So what happens is people will buy the high-rise condos, and then they'll hold it for a certain amount of time before they let it go. But if something were to happen to you, like let's say you fall sick, you want to give it to a relative, you pass away, etc., it's been explained to me that you actually cannot do that. Maybe there's new laws, new rules. If someone has that information, feel free to give me correction in the comment section. But from what I've heard, that if you buy one of those condos and you pass away, it doesn't get inherited to your children. So I'm thinking like future, right? Long term. I just want to have as many options as possible when I do decide to eventually say, hey, this is the place I may stay. Or maybe I'll stay in a few places, right? But that's number one. Number two is the food. The food in Thailand is not horrible. I'll repeat, the food in Thailand is not horrible. However, it's also not my favorite. If I'm going to live somewhere forever or long term, it's going to be somewhere where the food is not tolerable. It's going to be somewhere where the food is not good. It's not going to be somewhere where the food is just great. I want exceptional food. So when I go to Turkey, when I go to Spain, I'm like, oh, this food is good, right? I want to feel that same way about the place I end up permanently. So once again, shout out to Thailand, shout out to the food and all the people. However, it's just not something for me personally. I can elaborate on that if y'all want me to in a future video, or you can always leave a comment under this particular video and I'll get back to any questions, comments, concerns, anything you may have in regards to the food. Now, let's move on to the next point. So the next point is, things felt a little too transactional when I was in Thailand. What I mean by that is I have been shown a lot of respect there. I have gotten great service. I don't feel like I ever got ripped off or scammed, at least to my knowledge. I don't think that's a thing over there, like in certain other countries where people are trying to scam you a lot, right? So that part, I don't think I've experienced. However, and maybe it's a cultural difference, but when I do interactions with people, when I go to certain places, when I have this and that, I feel like that from my personal experience, and it may be clouded because of what some of the Thai people have told me directly, I feel like a lot of motives are made based off financial gain, financial resources. Now, to give the disclosure, to give the disclaimer, Thai people have told me this directly, like, hey, especially when it comes to dating over there, hey, watch out for the women because they want you for your money, they want you for your American citizenship, they want you so they can send money back to their people, they want you because they got this going on, or hey, they may date you and then have a Thai boyfriend on the side who they're really the ones interested in that person. They're just trying to get what they can get from you. These are some of the things that Thai people have told me. So maybe after hearing it so many times, it kind of got stuck in my head. But I felt like there is a sense of, there's good people there, but I also feel like there's a sense of, hey, I look at you kind of almost like a meal ticket or someone who is able to provide certain resources to me, right? So that kind of got stuck in my head. And then when I went to like Malaysia and Singapore, I saw how the energy was different, right? It is a different country, respectfully, so it makes sense it'll be different. However, I felt like there's been times, for example, when I was in Malaysia, I got lost twice. Each time, I tried to pay the person after they helped me. Like, hey, take this, just, it's a couple dollars. Nothing for me because our currency is strong compared to theirs. So I'm like, I kind of feel bad that I took this person's time, so let me pay them for their time. So I tried to give them some money. And maybe that's me looking at it through a capitalist American mindset, but I just was like, hey, you did a favor for me. Let me try to help you out, Especially because one of the people was young. They looked like they were probably 18 or something. So I'm thinking like, man, this 18-year-old person, want to help them out and also create a positive relationship when they view other Americans. So try to give them the money, denied, and it happened twice. I got lost. So I was like, wow, they felt more genuine out there, right? Which I feel like in Thailand, it's cool, but I didn't feel like I got that same genuineness. I kind of felt like I was being viewed as a dollar sign. Like, hey, what do you have, right? So those are the first three reasons as far as why I came up with this explanation as far as why I would never live in Thailand. I am, however, curious to hear your explanation. So in this channel, for those people who are new to my channel, we make content about living abroad, living in different countries, traveling, experiencing different cultures, and how that compares to life in America. If you have any experiences like this, make sure you leave it in the comment section or reach out to me, especially as it pertains to Thailand. Now, I got to give people this information because I don't want to feel like my experience is going to permanently push you off Thailand. I still think Thailand is amazing. You should check it out if you've never been. And if you have been, you can probably vouch that you never heard anyone say anything super negative when it comes to Thailand. They got good people. It's a laid-back environment. A lot of Western countries, the currency goes far, so you feel like you got money over there. But if you go somewhere like UK, you may not feel that way, right? So it's a good thing in that sense. Now, another thing that would stop me from living there is the weather. The weather is not bad. It's just not ideal. Going back to long term, going back to forever. The word forever it's a big commitment. So if I want to live somewhere forever, I want to feel comfortable. I want it to be amazing. The weather in Thailand, for me personally, it's hot, right? And this is someone who lives in Las Vegas currently. I am going to be moving very shortly here to do YouTube full time, but currently, this is Las Vegas where it gets 110, 115, 120 in the summer. So if I'm telling you it's hot over there, you know it's hot over there, right? I go over there, it's mostly the humidity that gets you. Because you start sweating in places that you didn't even know you could sweat. If you never experienced humidity before, you might, what is this? And then there's a difference between humidity like in North Carolina, Florida, whatever, along the United States, compared to Southeast Asia, Malaysia, Thailand, that's humidity for real. Like I would go outside some days and within 30 seconds I'm already starting to sweat. Or in a couple minutes I start getting a headache because the sun just feels like it's beaming on my head, right? I was taking 2-3 showers out there one time. I've been in Thailand like 3 or 4 times. One time I came and they told me I'm escaping the summer. Like I came at the tail end of summer. So I'm thinking, okay, it'll be cool. Nah, it was not cool. My whole trip was just sweating. So be prepared to take multiple showers while you're out there. Excuse me. Another thing about the weather is the rain. There is a rainy season in Thailand. Typically only lasts a few months. And what's good about it is when it rains, typically it's only a few minutes. So I remember my second time in Thailand, I was meeting a friend. I was like, hey, let's do this. He's like, all right, cool. I'm about to leave my Airbnb. He's about to leave his Airbnb. And it just starts raining. I'm just like, oh, hold on. I was like, oh, man, this is going to mess up the night. He's like, no, don't worry about it. Just wait 10, 15 minutes, it'll be good. I was like, oh, for real? He's like, yeah. This dude has been to Thailand multiple times, probably over 10 times. So he's like, man, just relax. A couple minutes, you'll be good. I was like, all right, man, that's very optimistic. I should be more positive. 10-15 minutes go by, we're good. So I'm like, all right, you ready to go? He's like, all right, cool, I'm about to leave now. It starts raining again, but then it goes away in 5 minutes. I was like, all right, we cool. So then we start to meet up. And I noticed that pattern the whole time I was in Thailand. Like, it would rain, but maybe in 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, it's gone. So I'm saying all that to say this. When it rains, it just comes in spurts. That's it. But you have to be careful in April time. April in Thailand is a very serious time. Like April, March-ish. I had a buddy from the UK. He was looking at flights. He said, oh man, I didn't know it was this cheap. He sent me the picture. He's like, it's like 300 something pounds. He said, I'm about to fly to Thailand right now. I'll meet you there next month. Because it was going into the time frame I'm telling you guys about. He's like, man, I didn't know it was this cheap. And I'm telling him, it's that cheap for a reason. Do not go. You may not want to go at this time. I didn't tell him what to do directly, but I was saying, hey, there's a reason why the flights are so cheap. He's like, why? So, during this time, there's something in Thailand called burning season. You can Google it. You can look it up. It's called burning season. It's in April, March-ish time frame. Basically, it's when the trees from northern Thailand and other things of that nature are starting to burn. And then that burn, that smoke that gets in the air, drifts all the way to southern. Like it starts in the north part of Thailand and then it'll make its way south. So what happened is you'll notice that there will be a lot of pollution problems around this time period. I remember last year, you could see on the news, the city of Thailand was starting to give people, I'm sorry, not the city of Bangkok in Thailand was starting to give people free train rides because they were trying to clear it out and they were trying to get people away from the main parts of Bangkok and also the smog. They were trying to reduce the amount of vehicles because the pollution was so crazy. You got the burning, then you got the smog. A lot of people wear masks during this time. So be very, very, very careful if you go to Thailand around this time period because that's when the pollution is bad, right? Don't say I never told you, man. It's your favorite YouTuber. By the way, I got more content coming soon. If you want a part 2 to this, just let me know.